doing? Let me scoop your poop. What are you doing? Say hi to everybody. What are you doing? Come here. Your neck. Nala. It's freaking cold. Come here, baby. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Ann. Hi, Vera. Hi, Joe. My banker stripes. My pinstripes. What are you doing, Coral? Her little neck thing was getting so much better, and the fur, it was like really starting to shrink over the last few days, and then today she scratched it again. Hi, Ann. Kirby. I feel like I've got some kind of chest something going on, but it hasn't gotten worse. I don't have a sore throat. I don't have a fever. So I'm thinking it might be allergies. So I took some Allegra today. I took Mucinex last night and didn't really do anything except for make me nauseous this morning. But with all the rain and the winds, I'm thinking it's allergies. Let's all hope. I woke up this morning with I woke up so early this morning and could not fall back to sleep, and I was having like anxiety. I think it's getting a little bit more stressful now. Tonight the mayor and the governor announced that they're making it a bit more strict, that they basically want everybody to stay home unless they're going to get groceries or there's like an emergency. I have not heard of any drive-through places, but I don't have a fever, so I wouldn't even want to go waste those resources unless I had a fever. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Jersey. No, no, what are you doing? Where did Coral go? Coral. Hi, ghosties. Yeah, I'm sorry I had to skip the last 2 nights, guys. The first night, Wednesday, what was it, Tuesday night, my internet was down. It was like wonky for a couple hours. And then last night, I just came home and I passed out. I just wasn't, I think, I don't know. I don't want to, I'm just not, I'm trying to pull away from the anxiety. I'm not normally an anxious person. I may be irritable, but I'm not anxious. So anxiety makes me very uncomfortable. Hi, Tam. What are you doing, baby? We're not playing with the toy tonight. You've been too coffee lately. You. Hey, Meta. You have trouble visualizing. You've seen an irritable Sarah, Tam. That is good, ghosties. Coral's right there eating and Nala's sitting on the chair because they know that it's annoying when they go off cam. Nala, come here. Hi, Claire. How's everything out in Australia? I just think it's ridiculous that they're making teachers go to school in Australia still. Here, they shut down all the schools. A word game? What are you doing, Coral? You're so pretty. Come in my lap. Coral, I swear, if you permanently defer yourself right there, I'm going to be so upset. Hi, Ashley. They're still making teachers in 7 states go. Jeez. No, a lot of my friends have their kids home, and it's definitely not easy, but I think they all would prefer to be doing that than worrying about it, their kids being in school. Where'd you go? Abundance of caution in a sentence. I don't know if I can do that right now. Everybody else do it. I just saw something about the healthcare workers and like the grocery people being considered necessary something so that they could get they would qualify for assistance in covering childcare, I think, and stuff. See, Meta knows how to give actual information where my brain just bungles it all up and then it spills out kind of making sense. That's why I'm so grateful for my chatters. So you can make sense of what I ramble about. Ow, Coral. Hi, Amy. Yeah. La, la. Whew. Coral. What are you looking at, Noah? Nah, I know you want to play, but baby, I've got to make sure you don't upset your lungs. We can't take you to the vet right now without it being a giant pain in the butt. Oh, yeah, they're telling people not to go to Hawaii. Oh, I'm sure. Inhalers are, when people think it's the end of the world, that's one of the first things they go and try. Hi, Queenie. Hi, Ellen. Welcome. I was actually kind of enjoying this whole like staying at home thing. And I just think that like today when I woke up, it just became, actually last night, I think it became a little bit more real. And, you know, my clients are starting to close down their offices. I don't know. It's a little just, whew, let's just hope that everything kind of remains calm. Nobody freaks out. I'm not afraid that we're all going to start dying. I'm just more afraid that like it's just going to become very, very difficult to get supplies and stuff. Hi, Dorian. I don't know. I don't think I know any. First of all, I don't think a lot of people know if what they have. Like I know people that are sick, but they can't seem to get tested. So we don't know if that's what they have. Um, and I do know people who do have friends that have tested positive, but most of those friends are people that either were at Disney World, came back from Italy. Another one came back from, what did she say? Oh, no, was it what? I can't remember. So there was a thread that one of my friends posted that was like, hey, you know, who of my friends actually knows somebody? And it was like a long list of people. And I know a bunch of people who were like, I don't know if that's what I have. I'm just staying home because unless you have a fever and like serious symptoms, they don't want you just coming to the hospital. I heard that there might be a drive-through testing out in the valley that somebody found, um, but we're still really limited in our tests and our testing. Well, it's like that article about the guy and his brother who bought up all this cheap hand sanitizer. Online retailers stopped him from doing it. That's you on the bag. It's your twin. And some wet food. So no matter what, I may run out of food, but they won't. I think I need to order more kitty litter though. I haven't heard that about the. Yeah, the returns are due on the 15th. Payment is extended 90 days. That's good to know. Coral, what are you doing? No, I told you, Dennis, you were never banned. I don't know what was happening with your thing. Nala, what are you doing? Please don't rip open the bag. Must you just tear everything apart? Coral. Hi, David. Nala's asthma has been okay. In the last week or so, she started coughing a bit more. But we've also had a lot of winds, and there's been some construction going on across the street. So I've been running the humidifier and the air purifier, and her inhaler twice a day. Please stop chewing on the bag, Nala. Get down. Leave it alone. You're gonna make me stand up. You are. I'm getting up. I'm getting up. Stop chewing on the bag. You're cute, but you're a pain in the butt. That's great, Dennis. Ah. What are you doing back there? What are you doing? I think I just have allergies, Queenie. My chest has been kind of irritated, but I don't have a fever, and I think we've had so much wind and everything that allergies makes more sense than me having the coronavirus since I've barely come in contact with other human beings in the last couple of weeks. I mean, you never know, but at this point, unless I get a fever, I'm not leaving my house. I just thought today that if I was feeling this much anxiety when I don't normally have anxiety, I can only imagine what it's like for people who actually have anxiety on a regular basis. Yes, I do, Kathy, and I've been watching the Metropolitan Opera has been live streaming some of their, or not live streaming, but they've been streaming some of their operas. I watched La Boheme the other night. And I actually got to see La Boheme at the Met years ago. So it was nice. What? Where are my glasses? Yeah, I'm sure ghosties. Because I took the Mucinex last night, right? I was like, you know what? Just in case, I'm going to take some Mucinex. So if there is anything going on in my chest, whatever. Mucinex tends to make me nauseous. But of course, because of this whole thing, the first thing I thought was, oh my God, one of the videos had a girl who had it. One of the symptoms she had was nausea. So when I woke up this morning and I was slightly nauseous, I was like, oh my God, now I have nausea. And then I'm like, but Mucinex tends to make you nauseous, Sarah. Calm down. And as much as my head knows that, my body was like swirling with the anxiety. I suggested to my friend who has her 3 kids home, I was like, you should put in an exercise video and just have your kids work out. Because all my poor friends with kids are like going crazy. And part of it is that, you know, like most of them don't know core math. They're trying to do the homeschooling thing, but, you know, none of them are like, most of them aren't teachers. And one of my closest friends was like, I feel like such a bad mom. And I was like, oh my God, every mom I know feels like a bad mom right now. Your kids are home and they're safe and you're making sure they're fed and cared for. That's the most important thing. But I said to her, you should put in find a Jane Fonda exercise video. And then her kids, I'm like, your kids will be fascinated. I mean, who wouldn't be fascinated by a Jane Fonda exercise video? I wish I still had my leg warmers. They'd just be covered in fur, though. Nala, why are you trying to tear things apart? Just being the truth. Yeah, I've had that too. But not lately, but I've had that before. Because the anxiety does not help with breathing. So as much as I've been having some chest discomfort, I'm sure some of it is the anxiety making me feel shortness of breath as well. Nala, what are you doing? Yeah, they shut down tonight, starting at midnight. All retail stores have to be shut down, and they're allowing restaurants still to do takeout and delivery, and grocery stores to be open, and I'm assuming pharmacies. But all retail stores have to be closed, and no, they don't want people gathering more than 10 people and all of that stuff. Yeah, I know. What's sad is that some businesses have like let their employees go home, and then others are forcing them to come in. And I'm so grateful to the people who work at the grocery store, and I mean, I just can't even imagine how hard this has been on them, and the people working in hospitals. I'm just hoping it doesn't get to quarantine. Like, I'm really hoping it doesn't get to the point where they're like, you have to stay home, all restaurants closing. Like, the only way you can leave your house is to go to the grocery store, and, like, I mean, I don't even know. It's all a little scary. Hi, TJ. Yeah, I'm okay not going to the hair salon since nobody's going to be looking at my hair really. Yeah, at least they're getting. My tenant went to the store tonight, and he said I was like, if you see tofu or like a couple of things I haven't been able to get, and the only thing he was able to get was some almond milk, which is good. I'm glad at least he found that for me. But I'm like, it would sure be nice if I could just get some beans and rice. Like, God. And at some point I'm gonna run out of toilet paper, but as I'm sure other people will. Wow, she's recovering. That's amazing. No, tofu is bean curd. Yeah, and then I've also been seeing stories of younger people who are battling for their lives. So, and then I saw those articles about blood type, which is interesting. It's just so weird. It's all so weird. It is not from the tofu tree, Dorian. Hi, Layla. Yeah, I'm thinking that the toilet paper companies are going to be making a lot of money. Mm. To make me feel safer. La da da. Oh, Nala. Nala, you're so cute. Yeah, I heard that too, Amy. Do you mean that was it for the whole 10 days or was it 10 days and then they were fine and then boom? Should we all be looking back 10 days ago and asking ourselves, how were we feeling 10 days ago? You're so cute with this butt. Bottom line is that no matter what, we just need to stay home. No, no. You're so cute. Yeah, a lot of the neighborhood app people have been saying that they've been going to the local places. I don't really. There's like a 99-cent store down the block. I'm just in kind of a populated area, so I think everybody's kind of rushing to wherever they can. I think we just need to wait until some of the stores are restocked. I just would really like some tofu and to know that I won't run out of toilet paper. No, they definitely don't have tempeh. There's like no, I just, I'm not a big fan of tempeh, but I just want my blocks of tofu. I'm like, I just want my firm blocks of tofu. Well, I'll say I'm grateful that my dad is no longer here for this because with his lungs, this kid would be a freaking nightmare. Yeah, there are no soybeans at the market either. Oh, that's so sad. Of course, you guys still have it out there. Of course, Meta. I have to drive. I should try driving to markets in. Well, they might not even carry it in some other areas. Yes, Dennis, my father passed away in December. Cool, come here. What's in your Coral? Go get her. Thank you, Dennis. You made Coral's fur all spiky. I have not seen the snow leopard cubs in Melbourne. Yeah, Feral Kitty's happy. The tenant is home, and he's gonna be staying home for quite a while. So we're working on getting Feral Kitty to start behaving. Because if the government did that, too many people would freak out. I just saw news coverage of teens or I think they were teens, they might have been college students in Florida who are like still going out. That's why the states have got to force the bars to close. But the kids were like, well, we're still going to find a way to party, even if the bars are closed. And it's just like, people are so stupid. They just don't get it. I just keep reminding myself that's my favorite stuff. So as long as we continue to get supplies delivered to stores, I'll be fine with my vegetables and my salads. But tofu would really make me happy. Ah. I haven't even tried to go to Trader Joe's. I'm afraid to do that, but I think I'm gonna have to try to hit up Trader Joe's next. Wasn't there something put out where the government told anybody that was outside of the country that if they didn't come back now that they were gonna have to stay put? That's so. Why am I the only place that doesn't have tofu? Ah. Good night, Tam. Aw, little snow leopard cubs. Awesome. Well, now I know what I can watch when I'm having my anxiety attacks. Hi, Zakomo. What is it, Coral? No, we just happen to have a high number of vegans out here, I guess, and vegetarians. And the truth is that even my friends that are meat eaters eat tofu, so normally that makes me very happy. But right now it's made me a little frustrated. But it could definitely be worse. So I'm grateful for what I do have. Yeah, some of the stores out here are starting to do that too, Dennis, which I totally agree. The post I saw was that they were allowing seniors over, I think it was over 60 or something, and they said they might check ID. I don't know. I don't think they've got any kind of, I don't know if they've considered the legal aspects of that, but I appreciate that they're trying to at least, because there have been senior citizens who have been too afraid to go. Yeah, the reason why they're doing it first thing in the morning is because they're sanitizing everything so that the market's at its safest peak before people come in. So they want the senior citizens to come in before all the humans come in and breathe on everything. Well, luckily here in my area, we have not had any fights in grocery stores, and all the neighbors have been reaching out to the senior citizens and trying to be helpful. So I know the news likes to show like the one big blow up at a market or something, but I think for the most part, people have been kind. You could probably get a note from your doctor, Queenie. I don't know. I mean, I don't think they're going to be like, I don't think markets are going to be turning people away if they show up between those hours and are like, um, and tell them that they're immune compromised or whatever. Would you like some in my lap? Yeah. There you go, Queenie. Oh, you and your neck. Please let the fur heal. mom seems to be doing okay so far. I think she has some good friends who are making sure she's taken care of. Her doorman does not like her going outside, so he's been, there have been a few times she tries to just go walk up and down the block a little bit for her hip, and he's like, you have to stay inside. So hopefully she will continue to be okay. Thank you, baby. Yeah, my mom is really lucky that she lives in the building she lives in. Most of the people have lived there a really long time and know her pretty well and have always been very helpful when she's been ill. What are you doing, Nala? Kodo soy. Let's see. I'm not seeing it. Are you sure it's a US site? Oh, Nala, get down. You're gonna disconnect the computer. I know, you want to get into trouble so bad right now. I know. I know. You and your cute butt. Oh, thank you, Estes. Let me see. That's expensive tofu. Is that for one thing? Oh, it's for 6-packs. Ooh. All right, I'll see if I can order from them. Thank you. Nala! Nala, you're killing me. Nala, get down. Come here. Bye, Claire. Why are you hiding, Coral? Nala! Where are you going, Coral? I have to remember to breathe. I keep catching myself holding my breath. Look at you and your butt. No, Dennis, they're not mixed with my cats. periodically we'll let Rob come into the room for a minute or two, and then if anybody hisses, then I put him out into the living room. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of the rescues are having a hard time because all the city shelters have closed, and now the pet stores that we have enclosures at may be closing as well, because of the retail closures. But I don't know. They're trying to find out if like the pet stores are included in that retail thing. If they are, then we may end up having to go take all of our cats that are in the enclosures back to the rescue or into foster homes. And right now, the shelters aren't taking in new animals, so, or if they may be euthanizing more. I don't know. It's all just so upsetting. No, what are you doing in there? If the stream suddenly goes off, it's not my fault, it's Nala's. Hi, baby. What are you doing? She's so funny. I don't know if you guys noticed, but at the end of our chats, when I stand up, she immediately comes and sits in my place. Almost every single time. She likes this bed. She sleeps in here sometimes. What are you doing, Noah? I think they sent out, she posted today that the gym sent out workouts, and so she did it at home, which is amazing because I think it's hard to keep yourself on track at home, but I think she can do it. She's really good about that stuff. Well, I have a feeling that if the trainers are smart, they'll do some like online stuff. I know I have friends who like teach Pilates and yoga and stuff, and they're doing online sessions. Breathe. Hi, baby. Yeah. No, but I think she can make do. She's a smart cookie. Ah, she's nuts. She'll use the cats as weights. She can lift Gary and Clark. Why must you look for trouble? Hey, at least this like didn't happen before she had her big thing that she went out of town for. And her other thing that she just did. I do worry about my friends who work out a lot during this because I think that, you know, it does, I believe exercise does affect moods. So, like, you know, I've seen the joke on Facebook, you know, introverts, please check on your extrovert friends through this time. And that, I think that's true. Those of us, and I think it's like my generation, you know, we were latchkey kids, so we were used to being home by ourselves. There are a lot of people who are extroverts who this is, and who go to gyms and go do all of this stuff that this is going to be rather difficult for. So I know if this is as difficult for me as it is in causing me the anxiety that it's causing me, I can imagine that it's got to be very difficult for them as well. Why are you trying? What are you doing? Are you trying to break out through the windows? Please don't tear the cardboard off the window. Go up there, look out the window up there. She's like, that's too easy. Oh, Lizzie, I was just about to get up and leave. How are you doing, Lizzie? How are your kids? Oh, wow, John's even here. Hey, John, how are you guys holding up? Hi, Dirk. Why are you hiding, Coral? No. That's exciting, John. Are any parents not sending their kids to school, Lizzie, or are all the kids showing up? He's so cute. Cool. Are you purring? Little purr box. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, they've closed all the schools here. Now they're closing all the retail shops. The restaurants can still do takeout and delivery, but everything else is closing. It's just, it's so hard to believe this is happening. So far, I'm good with toilet paper, but I'm like, if this, I don't think in my head I thought it was gonna go on as long as I'm thinking it's gonna go on now. You know, like I thought that, I don't know what I thought, but this seems like it's gonna go on a lot longer than I had imagined. So they better get some more freaking toilet paper at the market. Hana. Hi, October. Wait, did October just come in or was October here already? Yeah, she just came. Yes, toilet paper and tofu. Yeah, probably. I just have to be, I just have to not be frivolous with my toilet paper usage. This is crazy. Well, and I think what started my anxiety was I realized if I got sick, like if I had to go into the hospital, most, I think, oh, you know, we'd have to buy like Denise a hazmat suit, something. So let's all stay healthy. What, baby? Yeah. What are you doing? Yeah, Nala looks good. She just has these coughing fits, and it's been really difficult with the cold weather and the winds and the construction across the street, trying to like balance out the heat and the air purifier and the humidifier and trying to keep it like, good for her lungs. Nala. Yeah, I think Nala wants me to play with her, but she has been coughing too much. I don't want her leaping around. So in order to try to force me to play with her, she starts trying to tear everything apart. All right, guys, I'm gonna go finish some laundry and try to get to bed early. Try to keep the cooties, keep myself healthy enough to fight off any cooties. So you all keep fighting off your cooties. I'll fight off mine, and we'll meet up tomorrow night again. Everybody just stay alive. Pet your cats. Remember to breathe. And it's no excuse to not floss and clean your belly button. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow night.